You may remember that last year, whilst in Spain on a driving trip with friends, my Maserati's brakes failed completely, leading to me having to be recovered. I had to wait with the car in the middle of the night until we got a truck to it and leave the car in Spain. Anyway, we've finally gotten around to having a look at exactly why those brakes failed. We'd had a little squeak occasionally on the front end, on the offside, whilst I was in Spain a day before and that day. Nothing really major, had a little bit of soft brakes on that day, and then bam, we lost all brakes. So we're having a look, and we've had a few guesses on social media as to why that would have been, and we all thought maybe it was a seized piston, it could have been loss of brake fluid, which we knew at the time it wasn't really, and we had a look to see exactly what it would be, and the answer is actually one I wasn't really expecting. So we started jacking the car up, and quite immediately there was a problem that we weren't expecting to have, and you're going to see the car being jacked up now, and you'll see a point actually it becomes apparent. And I will say that the wheel bolts are completely tight at this point, and the car had all the wheels off and everything checked before we went on this driving trip. So at this point you're going to see a little bit of movement from the wheel. So basically what has happened is the wheel bearing has completely collapsed inside, which has led to some heat, and which boiled my brake fluid and then caused a loss of brakes. And the squeaking that we heard, I suspect, was the brake disc catching on the caliper itself. So you can see how much movement there was in that wheel. It's safe to say I probably didn't have long left before the wheel itself came off, so I got off really quite lucky here. And lucky we didn't try and limp the car home or anything like that, because I would have probably been in quite a nasty accident. And you can see that the bearing itself is completely come apart inside. Not very nice. I'm very glad that I stopped driving it. I was forced to stop driving it, but stopped driving it and left it where it was and then brought it back on a truck. This is just one of the problems that can happen. It's not a Maserati specific thing. It's not an Italian car thing. Just one of those things.